This is technically the final Awoken showcase on the channel. We have missed a few Awoken characters, and if they ever do release on Global, like Kush and all them, I guess I will show them off. But in terms of what's next to go on in Global, this should be the last Awoken character to release, which means the next set of showcases are all going to be on Super Awoken units, which is kind of cool. We're going to end off the Awoken era with a bang. Valerie. But before we begin this video, huge shout out to my man Vitamins for allowing me to do this showcase. We have first passive, which is Demon Killer. Second passive is Accuracy level 3. And then the final passive is Comet Blade. This gives her Art Gauge 200 up and HP recovery 100% when near death. There's a few unique synergies with this passive. Any type of equip that just consumes all your HP, it's very good to just get this unit instantly into the 200 Art Gauge. That's mainly when you're going to be seeing this passive. In terms of the kit here, we got some pretty okay stuff, but nothing too crazy. On the skill, we got a Art Gauge 20 up. Mind you, Light Thetis just came out, and what was the Art Gauge on his skill? 10. I'm still not forgiving them for that. 20 Art Gauge on the skill, very solid. We have the art that's able to buff up everybody's stats by 10% every time it's used, up to a maximum of 30%, and it reduced the enemy's physical res by 20% for 15 seconds. So this is a little bit different than other characters like Vox and stuff. This one is actually a ramping stat buff, so it's okay. It's different. I'll give it to him. And then we have the True Art, which is kind of what makes this character so broken. This buffs up water units damage by 120% for 15 seconds. Also, water units with 70% or more HP gets an extra 120, meaning that you get a whopping 240% damage buff if you are a water unit that is above 70% HP. Now, in terms of the equips, we're looking at a 5-star physical, and a 4-star support. It's decent. We got some good stuff here that we can definitely run, and the main thing I'm going to be recommending you guys run is actually her True Weapon. Her True Weapon will give her Art Gauge passively and also increase her damage by a little bit more. As for the other 5-star physical, best in slot, I'm going to say anything that's going to be giving you tons of Art Gauge, like a True Izanagi, or anything that's good at burst arch gen instantaneously. Think of stuff like Genos Vest, especially if you're nuking. And then for the 4-star support, depends on what you're doing here. You can rock stuff that's just going to be giving you Art Gauge, like a Pala necklace for an example, or you can rock something like Arc Ignite, Keon, Finaloha shorts, or if you need to have some crit rate on your team, you can also rock a Terex Conjunction. And as for the crest on this unit, currently, Vitamin has Gem of Flight, which is actually the Archgening crest, but I think there's some better crest options than this. Main one being Attack Up, if you want to focus on her damage. Promise of Funeral God. Art Gauge Up is probably the one that I would say is hands down the best, especially if you're using this character in nuking. So let's see what we got here. We got the attack skill. I think I've seen some of these, I think. Yeah, it's mainly she's doing like these jump slashes, a lot of spins and everything, a lot of twirls. Skill looks kind of nice, like the effects there. We have... wow, that she literally becomes a Beyblade. We have the True Art, which is this just a bigger Beyblade? Okay, no. The True Art's actually relatively fast, to be honest. It's just 2 like upward slices and then a slam downwards. Probably lots of damage on that, but yeah, I mean, her animations are okay. For this to be the last Awoken unit, a little bit disappointed though. I feel like they should have probably went like really crazy. It's alright, I'll give her like a 7 out of 10. We have to go with the Gray. None of you should be surprised at this point. I've been wanting to try this out, and I'm going to try this against Special the X Hyper. I know this fight is kind of finicky, and it's somewhat difficult to actually nuke this. That's why we're using Duran. We're gonna see what happens. I'm hoping the boy Gray does some damage, man. It's always an exciting time whenever we get to use Gray like this with everyone, and oh my goodness, please, bro, I want to see some deeps. Let's see the damage. Come on, baby. I want to see it. Let me put up the fort. Hey, I gotta start reflecting. Let me start reflecting this thing. Come on. Come on. Oh my goodness. Sheesh. I haven't seen this screen in so long, I thought my game was bugged. Look at that damage though, man. Look at the damage though from Gray full buster. 2.6 million, 2 million from the boy Duran, 1.8 from the girl Valerie. That was pretty successful in my book. Now there is something that I do want to try here. I want to use an equip. You guys may have known this came out, you guys may have didn't, but Emilia's Casual Dress. Now Emilia's Casual Dress states that it buffs up your damage based on the amount of water allies on the team. So, how much damage are we going to be seeing here? This may be a crazy one, chat. This one may be wild because this gives us 30% damage ups or with all of our water allies. So we have 90% damage ups just from this, and let's see the DPS. Oh God, it's already starting. It's already starting. It's gone. He's dead. It's not even over. We didn't even do all the animation. I want to see this like in the training stage. That's what I want to see this in. Like, oh goodness, look great with 3.3 million though. You have 90% damage up from the Emilia clothes, the 240% from Valerie. You got Forte's damage buff as well because she buffs up human allies damage. You got the Melty damage resist. Like, there's so much happening with this water team now, and it gets pretty crazy. Like, I want to see, I got to fight a boss that has enough HP to actually be able to take a hit from this. Now, we're going to fight Nogia in this situation. I'm going to be honest, I don't think Nogia will be able to sustain all this, but maybe it's possible. Come on, man. Come on. Let me see the damage from everybody here. I want to see some deeps, man. Please, Nogia, survive long enough to see everybody's like crazy. Oh my god, it's just one hit. One hit. One tap. All the health gone. What? I wish so much, dude, that the mines were here so I could tell Vitamin to put Valerie on a friends list, or like training battle was actually co-op, or there was some type of co-op damage quest here, because I want to see what is the damage that we're dealing. I feel like this is so much oomph that I don't know what in the game is going to be able to take this hit. So yeah, I think that no matter what we do with this team comp and using Valerie with it, we're going to be seeing some crazy numbers either way. However, I do want to say that I don't think you need, this exact team comp to even make Valerie hit that hard. Like, if you didn't have Gray and you wanted to use Valerie as your main DPS, I think that also suffices quite well. Like, for an example, if you wanted to use a team like this, I think this is going to be exactly the same. Like, if you use Valerie as more so this damage buffer, or you use her as this nuker, I think she can kind of fill whatever role you're looking for. Let's see, we're going to pop this, pop that, and I mean, I think Oldius is already dead though, but yeah, he's done for. He's done for. Come on now. That was against the regular Special EX, and as you saw, 2.9 million from Valerie alone. Just providing this character with support and some damage buffs, whether that be through characters like Draken and Emilia, or Forte and Stina, or whoever. Just apply this character with some arc gauge and some crit rate, and she can probably nuke most stuff in the game by herself. Her animation speed is very quick, and yeah, she's able to do a lot too if you need her to. So I really like this unit. I think that she's kind of the best of both worlds. She's a really good nuker. She's also a very strong nuke buffer slash supporter. I value her as a nuker more so than anything. Can you use her in sustain? I'm pretty sure you can, and you might be able to see some benefit out of her, especially if you use her in certain burst windows, but her main appeal is definitely in the nuking department. This character is going to be a must use in pretty much any water nuke comp going forward, and yeah, not much else to say about her. She's great. Love her. Very fantastic. Wish I got her, but hey, I'm going to wait for a forever summon and pray to God that I'll be able to get her from that. That's going to be it for this video, man. Thank you all again for coming out. It's been your OP. Huge shout out again to my man Vitamin for allowing me to do this showcase and also letting me use her against so many different fights. Hopefully you all enjoy it. Let me know what you guys think about Valerie down below in the comment section. That's going to be it for this one. Thank you all again, and last but not least, don't forget to drink water.